This block in Midtown Manhattan is where America's professional code wars began. In the 1920s, this building was the headquarters of what became known as the Black Chamber. Historian Craig Bauer says it was hidden in plain sight here on East 37th Street, concealed by a front organization that created codes for businesses.
This is an unassuming row of brownstones, and it looked much the same in the 1920s. But this one was different. The few people who would have gone up these steps thought they were going to enter the code compiling company. But the real business happened in the back. It was here that Herbert O. Yardley ran America's Black Chamber, a precursor organization to today's National Security Agency.
Herbert Yardley had been the United States military's top codebreaker in World War I.
After the war ended, it was decided to form a civilian code-breaking organization. Herbert Yardley, based on his successes and a little self-promotion, was selected to head that unit.
Yardley proves his worth in the fall of 1921, when a global arms control conference convenes in Washington, D.C. The United States wants its greatest rival in the Pacific, Japan, to agree to limit the size of its navy in exchange for other concessions. Japan initially rejects the request and sends secret coded instructions to its diplomats using Western Union and other telegraph companies. Messages the U.S. intercepts, copies, and sends to the Black Chamber for decryption.
During the tense negotiations at the Washington Armaments Conference, every night Yardley's Decipher Bureau received intercepted documents from the Japanese negotiators. And these were incredibly important because they would help determine the size of Japan's navy relative to the United States and England. And one night, he received this document. It looks like just random letters. This doesn't even have the format of a normal letter. But this was a sort of task that Yardley's Decipher Bureau had to succeed at on a regular basis. Now, it looks like some answers have already been filled in here. Like down at the bottom, I see Nishi Uruku. That sounds like Japanese to me, but without a translator, I can't tell you what it means in English. To Yardley's team, this was valuable information.
After months of laborious work, Yardley realizes that the same pair of letters appear at the end of most messages. He assumes this means end, and with this insight, Yardley is able to break Japan's diplomatic code.